Now we know how to move our robot. It is time to create our linear weld. First of all, we're going to go to the editor screen. We're going to go to select program. Here we have our list of programs. This we're going to select new. We're going to name our program. The robot doesn't accept spaces, so in this instance I'm going to use an underscore. I've named it linear underscore weld. Confirm OK. And then this brings you in the timeline of the weld. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to go to my robot operation tab and I'm going to go to manual guided teaching. Now I'm going to create with the drag and drop effect our home position. So once I'm happy enough for that, I will go to programming, I will go to motion, and I will drag in a move J. A move J uses all of its joints to go to its quickest path. Next, I'm going to use a linear movement, which takes a direct path, which I'm going to program right there. Same again, drag into place, like so. Now I'm going to go to my pre-welding position. In this instance, I'm going to use rotation. This will allow me to rotate to get my correct working angle. Like so. Now, it's important that the robot doesn't lose its rotation, so in this instance, I'm going to use translation. This will allow only move in X, Y, and Z position. So you can see I'm going down there, dragging the robot in, and as you can see, I'm not losing my work angle. Once I'm happy with that, once again, I'm going to drag in and move L. Now that I'm comfortable with my position there, it's time to add in the weld commands. In the programming section, we have our arc tool. I'm going to go down to this, and I'm going to enter the weld bracket basic arc. Now, I'm going to teach the weld start position right now as the same as the last point. So when you open it and you click details, you will see a start and end position. For this instance, I'm going to touch up the start position. So I click touch up, it's going to ask me do I want to touch up the current position. I will click OK. When that has been confirmed, it has been touched up. Now what we must do next, we must go down to our control panel and we must enter a call command within the weld bracket. When we're in the call weld bracket, it's important that we go to the program, select the program name, and we choose Start Weld. This will enable the welder to strike an arc. It is also important that our travel speed of our weld must be confirmed. A good rule of thumb is usually 30 centimeters a minute. I'm going to enter that in here now. And our previous movements, like our move L's, our move J's, it's important that we change their speed to centimeters a minute, just like our welding commands. And like that, like our welding commands, we're going to put that to 30 centimeters a minute. Now, once I'm happy with my weld start, it is now time to teach the weld end. So for this, I'm going to go back to robot operation, but this instance, I'm going to go to custom. And I'm only going to use enable RY. This enables us not to lose any of the rotation or our working angles. Okay? So as you see, I'm just dragging the robot over to the end position, like so. Once I'm happy with that, I will then go back to our programming menu. I will then go to motion and add a linear movement. like I said before, it's important to change the speed to centimeters a minute. Like I said before, good rule of thumb, 30 centimeters a minute. Okay, now once that has been taught, we are now going to go back to our control, and we're going to call a program again. Okay, this time we're going to go to program name. This time we're going to select stop weld. This will stop the current arc flow and finish the weld. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my programming once more, and I'm going to insert another L command so that when the welder is stopped, it can stay there. Okay, once again I'm going to go to 30 centimeters a minute. Just change that there like so. Once that is changed, now that is our welding commands achieved. It is now time to jog the robot away from the piece of any obstruction when it's on its way home. So for this instance, I'm going to go back to free. Now using my external dead man, my foot pedal, just going to move the robot gently out the way, like so. Now it's clear of any obstacles in the way. Now I'm going to go back to my robot operation menu. Sorry, I'm going to go back. Once the robot has been moved out of the piece, I'm going to add another command. This time I'm going to add another linear movement, like so. Once again, going to make sure it's 30 centimeters a minute. Just going to change that to 30 centimeters a minute, like so. And lastly, we can add our last point, which will be a move J, which will be, I can name it to go to position 1. If you remember, our very first position was the home position. Now once all these are in place, your weld now is successful.